Official strategy guides for video games at one point were the main way people would find strategies and secrets for their games. However, these guides often were riddled with mistakes, errors, and missing details, information, or direction that would make a first-time player of a game attempting to use them as their only source of information confused. In this video, I will be playing through Demon's Souls, the original, not the remastered, using only the information and directions provided by the official strategy guide. And if you do end up enjoying the video, please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out and will let you know when I upload more videos you might like. Demon's Souls, but we follow the official strategy guide. Yeah, you didn't know Demon's Souls had a strategy. I didn't know Demon's Souls had a strategy guide, but apparently but that's because it only came out as like bundled in with the Emperor's edition or the deluxe edition, depending on whether or not you're in the UK or North America of the game. But yeah, it has an official strategy guide, so here we are. It's also really small. I gotta pick one of my bigger strategy guides to compare it to. Hold on. So what class do you recommend, guide? Oh, what does this guide say about the luck stat? Alright. Luck affects the frequency of item drop rates, but not the quality. A character with high luck will get more items while farming, but doesn't enjoy improved chances of encountering rare and valuable drops. This renders luck a stat that's really not worth investing in. That is accurate. Here are some examples of the different ways that you can build a Demon's Souls character that suits different playstyles. Use them as references when building your character if you want to make sure your character is good at doing a certain thing. Alright, so we need to figure out which one of these we're doing. Assassin, recommended starting class royalty, then a bunch of equipment. We'll go more jack of all trades. I noticed the assassin does not have us putting any points into vitality right off the bat. Pure magic, recommended starting class royalty. So I can't help but to notice that in the sample builds, the only recommended starting class that it has told us to do is royalty, and the other two it just kind of left blank. So we are going to do royalty. Okay, now let's see. Assassin, the first one. The default one, perhaps. This is a low vitality build that relies on hyper attacks. It's designed to use bows at range, with hyper mode boosting the damage enough to let you kill enemies with ease. It can cast God's Wrath in hyper mode from strategic positions to ambush enemies. When forced into melee, an assassin turtles up behind his or her shield and jabs the enemies with a spear. This build is nearly optimal for clearing the CPU-controlled game enemies. So this is the optimal build for playing through the game single-player-wise. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go with Assassin. Because it seems, it outright says it's the most optimal for clearing the game. So that seems like a pretty solid recommendation for me. Oh yeah, so this guide does not make reference to the tutorial section. It just completely bypasses that and just goes straight to 1-1. So we will be skipping the tutorial. Is the guide gonna have me shoot you with a bunch of arrows later? Probably. Of the 20, there's like 20 or so bosses in this game. I wonder how many of them are just gonna be sit in this corner and shoot them with an arrow at distance. Alright, if you explore the upper section, you will find a Red-Eyes Knight guarding Old King Doran's room. See the leveling guide for detailed description on how to defeat him. Approach the Red-Eyes Knight, he will begin chasing you. Lure the Red-Eyes Knight towards the stairwell. If he stops chasing you, approach him again. Walk past the two barrels and position yourself diagonally from them. When the Red-Eyes Knight tries to get past the barrels, he should fall to the bottom of the stairwell and die. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. You want to come front on me? Okay, you're coming. Okay. Allegedly. Uh-huh. I'm right here, though. Oh? Okay. For a second there, I was like, that's not gonna... So that didn't work. Did it at least damage you? Somewhat. It did somewhat. Okay, let's try that again. This better be diagonal enough. Alright, come on. Oh! Let's go. Fourth time's the charm, baby. Jump down from the... Yeah, jump. Once you pass the fog, you find Ostrava surrounded by Dreglings. If you decide to help him out, you can jump down from the wall above to land beside him. Oh, and the corpse beside him has the Thief Ring, which is probably the best thing in the game. Make sure he lives, and he'll give you a telescope. I don't think the Thief's Ring is relevant to me at this very second. Alright, so right ahead is a trap that will send out many boulders. Attack it to release the boulders instead of falling for it. Well, that worked pretty well. Now let us read here. Major Demon. Phalanx is a relatively weak Major Demon, but it will have the advantage over new players who are under-equipped. If you've been saving up fire bombs, you can toss them into the masses of hoplites to clear them out. You can also coat your weapon with turpentine, which enemies drop throughout stage 1-1. We actually have a few of those. Okay, so pretty much fire attacks, rush it. Firebomb. 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 I am now out of firebombs. So we're fine. Oh, back off. Back off. No. There we go. Out. Oh, he's dead now. Let's go. That was pretty easy. To the top, you find a compound short bow on a corpse besides the two soldiers using crossbows. After you get this very important bow, go back to the Nexus and buy 200 to 300 arrows from Blacksmith Baldwin. Return to 1-2 and make your way to the first tower. Then climb the stairs to the top of it. From there, you have a good view of the red flying dragon. Equip your compound short bow and use precision shooting modes to aim your shots. Alright, 300 arrows.
My ex-girlfriend's here with her Nancy. Am I the asshole giving my dad his money back to other kids and telling
Oh, me. Okay, we got that guy. Forgot those were things. Definitely need to watch out for those and make sure I kill them. Major Demon Tower Knight. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Towering Giant may terrify you the first time you face him. The Tower Knight is dangerous enough with his tower shield and deadly piercing attacks, but you have to fight him while crossbowmen target you. Climb the stairs and take them all out before fighting the Tower Knight. For players using ranged attack or magic, take a cue from the crossbowmen attacking you. Climb to the top section of the arena and wait for the Tower Knight to lower his shield. Then you can get damage with his armor, with arrows or spells. Be sure to back away when the Tower Knight begins his piercing attacks. Alright, that's pretty much it. Alright, so kill the crossbowmen, assume their positions, ranged attacks. Let's go. Okay, is there... Nope, okay, we gotta go all the way over here then. We're doing just fine. Ooh, that was almost bad. Okay, hello. And you're dead? Oh, you don't die from that. Oh, you don't die from that. Oh, that's... Hold on. They don't die from falling off. Solution. Solution. Okay, fine. Are you me? Okay. Get We can loot you later. Priorities. Let's go. Alright, crossbowmen are dead, so now it's hitting him with magic attacks from a distance. Two more. We are not going to go down there. Let go. I say that like I'm proud of that. There's a thick fog at the beginning of the region. To enter the fog, you need to acquire an Archdemon Soul. An Archdemon, yeah. Once you're able, enter 1-3. Hold on. So it says, once you're able, enter 1-3. So if we're taking that in the spirit of the challenge and literally, the second we beat a single other Archdemon, we are to immediately come back here and go proceed to King Allant. Okay, so this thing, despite earlier on saying luck is worthless, does have me put 1 into luck. Because the build guide says 8, and apparently the base luck is 7. We now no longer level that. We don't level vitality or endurance. Now the guide doesn't give a specific world we should be going to, so we're just going to go to World 2. AKA the lava one, until such time as the guide suggests gives us something that would lead us to a different world. Or just make our way through the entirety of it. If you want a sticky compound longbow, +5, and you do, you need to obtain 9 chunks of spider stone. You're able to loot only 2 chunks off of corpses in this level. Killing this particular crystal lizard 4 times in your first game cycle is essential to obtaining your sticky compound longbow. If you fail to do this, you can look forward to spending many hours trying to farm them as rare drops from unarmored scale miners in stage 2-2. Okay? Alright, the major demon, the armor spider, awaits you up ahead. This is a gigantic spider that shoots fireballs and tries to trap you with its sticky web. A good shield like the purple flame shield helps protect you from the fire. Flame Lurker has very nasty fire attacks. Equip yourself with a good fire resisting shield. So this is fun. The next 2 bosses both want me to bring a flame resistant shield, in this case the purple flame shield. It requires 22 strength, so I am now dumping all of my early low cost soul levels into the strength stat for my glass cannon mage archer build. Perfect. Furthermore, it recommends this despite the strategy for both those bosses having really not requiring the use of a shield. I mean, one of them is literally hide in a corner and shoot it with a bow from a distance. Wear the Thief's Ring and stay inside the corridor. Armor Spider will not be able to detect you. Hug the corridor's left side and shoot arrows at it from a safe distance. 38. I think we're good. That seemed to have done it. Yep. So that's 3 demons we're at for shoot arrows or magic at a distance where they pretty much can't reach you. What a hard-fought battle. I was in great peril at no point. Flame Lurker is weak against magic, so you can adopt hidden run tactics. When he attacks, either backstep or roll to dodge it. Wait for a good opening and then hit him with spells. Back away. Back away. Get my distance. Back away. Let's go. Oh. That was pretty much the first boss fight I didn't either cheese or was incredibly easy. Give the red hot demon souls. He drops to Blacksmith Ed. Red hot demon soul? Yes. Now what's next? Battling Dragon God is more like solving a puzzle than fighting. There are 2 special weapons present in the stage that you need in order to defeat Dragon God, but you can't get them until you destroy the debris that's blocking them off. Heavy armors are not recommended here. Travel light so that you can move around faster. Pay attention to where the Dragon God is looking, and move when his attention is focused on you. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We made it though. Once you use the 2 special weapons, you can rush Dragon God and strike it down. This is one of the easier archdemons to defeat if you want to get quick access to the palace in stage 1-3. Okay, yeah, so no mention of its breath that can do that much damage to me. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Now we can advance over there. Let's look at the 1-3 guide. I don't think we definitely shouldn't be going there, but let's see if the guide gives us anything that would suggest us not go there. Because at the moment, it has us going there as soon as possible. Okay, so it keeps bringing up Soul Ray and God's Wrath, 2 spells we don't have and require us to kind of go on adventures to meet the requirements for. So I'm going to use that to delay going to Allant to get God's Wrath and Soul Ray. Okay, so we need Soul Ray and we need God's Wrath. We already have the soul required for God's Wrath, so we're going to get that first by going through World 4 up till 4-2. Then we're going to go to World 3 and go through 3-1 to get the requirements for Soul Ray. And then once we have the 2 required souls to advance through World 1, we will go return to World 1 as the guide wants us doing World 1 as quickly as possible. Oh, that's right. The skeleton world. Oh, me. Various types of skeletons. The silver ones are fast and agile, the golden ones wield large weapons, and the black skeletons are extremely deadly. Skeletons. Let's go. I have to say, thus far, this is not as difficult as I remember it being. If you enter the large area with the fort, you can see the Vanguard, the demon from the tutorial stage. Oh, you've acknowledged the tutorial stage. Yeah, because that's the copper key. But let's get the copper key before we fight the Vanguard. And also clear out the skeletons. Oh! Okay. I didn't mention the trap. No. No. Would you... Are you serious right now? I'd just also like to take a moment here to note that the fact that there are flying stingrays flying around shooting magic at me, not brought up by the guy. I just want to go 1v1 with the tutorial boss, please. Can you all off? Buddy, you good? He doesn't seem to be advancing. Another boss, shot by arrows and magic from a safe distance. We done. I definitely remember you guys being way more of a problem than this. Hey, buddy. Oh, what the I'm sorry, you what? Oh, okay. I mean, I'm acting surprised. I literally have no vitality, and that's a black skeleton. Why? Okay. Why have you suddenly started coming down? Oh my god. Now I remember. Yep. Memories are coming back, dying to skeletons rolling down hills at me. Alright, we're finally back here. Well, this works. Your demon adjudicator. This is a strange-looking creature with a bird in the hand and an extremely long tongue. It's specified at melee range. The key to winning this fight is learning how to avoid its attacks and finding the opportunities to slice at the wound in its belly. Best tactic is to watch adjudicator's movements and circle around it constantly. After hitting the wound enough times, the adjudicator collapses in pain. Move in quickly to the attack bird demon on its head. Okay. Whew. At the end of the passageway, you encounter some new enemies, Shadow Men. They move slowly and are easy to defeat, but respawn infinitely. The only way to wait them out is to take out the Grave Reaper, the Grim Reaper, who summoned them. Yep, I see you. I'm just gonna shoot you with a bow, buddy. Don't worry about it. Round 2? That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Go down the stairs and check out the room the Grim Reaper was in. There's a trail of colored lights leading to a room behind it. There you find Patches, the hyena. Alright, follow the lights. Patches. Hello, old friend.
Oh, the demons haven't got to you.
Oh, Patches. Saint Urbane is here as well. Defeat the Black Phantom guarding here and step onto the trigger stone to open the door. Then talk to Urbane to rescue him. Once rescued, Urbane appears in the Nexus on your next visit. Okay, you were of no help.
Oh, did you cleanse the world?
I did.
God has chosen Umbasa.
Masa.
God bless this brave warrior.
So what does this spell look like? Oh, okay. I apologize. I apologize. I was just testing that. Okay. The second thing we wanted to do, because we also needed to learn, before we return to 1-3, they wanted us to know Soul Ray, which means the Doll Demon Soul. Oh, I did this earlier, but now I need to remind myself where it is. The Doll Demon Soul. The guide says I can find the cat ring in front of you, and that cat ring is very important for this build. Collect the treasures on the corpses in front of the statue. Among them is a clever cat's ring. Nice. He's casting a resurrection spell that will keep the fool's idol alive. Prison of Hope special key is hanging on the wall there. Make sure you kill the follower or else the spell will keep on resurrecting Fool's Idol, making it impossible to kill her later.
What? I won't call.
I know what you're up to. When you walk near a black phantom appears and challenges you, defeat her and proceed to the fog that leads to the Fool's Idol. Major Demon, Fool's Idol. If you've taken care of her follower above, Fool's Idol will not resurrect after you defeat her. If you haven't, then this fight is basically unwinnable. So don't try to face Fool's Idol unless you've killed the worshipper who's nearest to the boss area. Fool's Idol's clones cast soul arrows at you, while the genuine article casts soul ray. Face her at melee range, be careful. The floor is covered with a special marking that paralyzes you when you step on them. May be easier to use ranged attacks to take her out. The pillars will provide excellent cover to help you aid her spells. Okay. I completely forgot about the Phantom. And the fact that it's invisible kind of helped with me forgetting. Not so tough without the element of surprise, are you? Okay, figure out which one is the real one. Which is you. Okay. Now know which one is the real you. Okay. I'm sorry, if I can't see them, I call bullshit. I'm a big fan of this strategy. We good? Let's go. Alrighty then, now that we have the spells that it was asking for, we can go back to 1-3. Once again, I would like to not... I apologize. Alright, we're back here. They were supposed to shoot you guys with arrows, and then use God's Wrath on the Red Eyes Knight inside the building to our right. Now that you guys are dead,
I am called Bjorn,
Yep.
the twin fangs of bullet you deserve. Go on ahead.
alright, now you'll help me out in the next boss fight, which we appreciate. Major Demon, Penetrator. Penetrator can be tricky to defeat all by yourself. You need to learn how to dodge his attacks and then find opportunities to attack him. Spells like Soul Ray and Soul Arrow provide an easy way to strike him from a distance. Roll backwards when he is attacking, then quickly hit him with a spell. If you rescued Bjorn earlier, he'll join in the fight. With the two of you attacking Penetrator at the same time, he should go down pretty quickly. And I have a friend, right?
The honor of the good knight.
This is going very well. Thanks for the cover. Okay, no. Roll backwards. That's goddamn, was that easy? Which brings us to 1-4. This stage is pretty straightforward, but calls for you to face some of the toughest enemies in the game. Right ahead are some crossbowmen standing on the corpse of a dragon. Behind them are 3 black phantoms known as the Three Musketeers. They're Alfred, the Knight of the Tower, Metis, the Knight of the Lance, and Olan, the Longbow User. Fighting all 3 at the same time is not advisable. Instead, try to lure them out one by one and take them out individually. Once you get past them, take the path to the right. Doesn't really go into more detail than that, outside of the big guy with the shield breaks your armor. No real specifics on strategy for this. Yep, now just you. Just you. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, one down. I have faith in my abilities. I have faith in my abilities. I have no faith in my abilities. Okay. Oh, now I gotta fight the first one again. Oh, no I don't. They're phantoms. But I probably should come up with a new strategy besides trying to backstab him.
My stuff.
You know, I'm really sorry I fucking hit you accidentally earlier, but since I can't undo that, and you're gonna be like this all game, let me just fucking kill you. Okay, say that. There we go. Kind of hoping for that to do a bit more. My magic and faith are pretty low right now, relative to where they probably should be, but frankly, the guide's been advising me to use the bow so much, and the only way to really fix that is just involves like grinding for an hour in one of the farming spots. So I'm kind of content to just chill with that until, with my current levels, until I hit a wall. Holy. Alright, we've beaten all 3 of them, now what? Take the path to the right. Go up the stairs to reach the top section. 2 fat officials will be blocking a narrow passageway. Before long, the blue flying dragon will appear and gobble up one of the fat officials, and then we're immediately into the blue flying dragon fight. Alright, once it's half HP, it will fly away. Oh, that I would have appreciated a notice about. Okay, what else is between me and the dragon that the guy didn't tell me about? God damn it. Okay, so there's more than just a mild, easy walk to the dragon. There's a whole bunch of in between that and there. You know how the guide earlier said if we want a sticky bow, we need to come here and grind out some drops? Well, we're doing that now. Let's go. If everything one-shots me, I might as well be below 30% health. We gotta go fight the big boss. Now the guide doesn't actually bring up magic when fighting him. It talks about bows and using the thief's rings for backstabbing. So I might point... So I think for going along with the strategy, my best strat is actually to put points into dexterity and round and finish off leveling to what the guide wants me, because I'm not quite at the cap for dexterity. Thief's ring, Leverette's ring. Okay. Read through one more time. False King is probably one of the toughest major demons in the game. He has many attacks that deal damage, as well as the Soul Sucker spell that drains your levels. When a spear appears in his hand, he is about to cast Soul Sucker. You need to learn to... Okay, really? Really, Elevator? You need to learn to read his attack patterns, avoiding damage and exploiting openings. His attacks can hit you from far away. You can take advantage of the Thief's Ring to sneak up and backstab him, then quickly hide from his view. You can also use a bow to shoot him from a distance, constantly staying out of his attack range. You can I'm sorry, what? See, that attack was not mentioned. Alright, let's try with the Thief's Ring backstab. Oh, god damn it. Alright, we're like 4 attempts into trying to backstab this man, and I don't think you actually can. Admittedly, these probably aren't the best setups, but I'm not sure you can. So after the fact, I decided to look into, can you backstab King Allant? And first off, the first thing that pops up is a game fax that from 13 years ago that references the official strategy guide. And pretty much is a thread of people saying, I don't think you can. And then the second thing comes up is someone asking for tips, and then, hold on. And then someone saying, run up and backstab him, before being asked if he's thinking of Old King Doran, and then realizing that they are in fact thinking of Old King Doran. So, the only thing I can find that says you can backstab King Allant comes from this strategy guide, and as far as I can tell, there's no videos of it that have him specifically being backstabbed. So, yeah, I'm just gonna say the guide's completely wrong about that, unless someone wants to provide me evidence of King Allant being backstabbed, which I would love to see. The guide wants us to use the Thief Ring, to utilize the Thief Ring to sneak away from him, and deal all of our damage from as far away from possible, using a bow and arrow. I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. I can... We're not actually going to do that, but like, you know, arguably, it's like 3 of the 4 requirements. So the backstabbing thing's a bust, so now it's just get good, learn his movements and how to dodge all of them, and use a bow and arrow. Alright, let's get to it. We love this start. Distance, distance. Distance, distance. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Distance, distance. Distance, distance. I just didn't hit it. We love this. Say nothing. Die, you Holy fucking shit. Okay. You know, once you figure out his movements, it's not a terrible strategy. The hope is, because I just beat one of the hardest bosses in the game, and had to upgrade and do all that stuff now, that all the other stuff that I should have done before that will be much easier. That's the hope. Alright, so this will take me to Maneater. What does it say about Maneater? Maneater. HP, 2790. I believe that's individually, not for both of them combined. You begin the fight in a narrow passage. Maneater's attacks can easily send you falling to your death if you try to engage Maneater here. Cut off its tail to weaken it. You can make things more complicated, a second Maneater appears shortly. So if you don't kill the first one quickly, you'll end up facing two of them at the same time. Run to the end of the passage where a fire brazier is located. The brazier provides cover from Maneater's spells and lets you have time to take a breather. If you can take advantage of the cover correctly, you should be able to win the fight easily. After all, you can heal, but the Maneaters can't. The Maneater can't. Alright. That's my mana up. The note about healing a lot kind of makes me feel like it would be contrary to the guide to employ the cat's ring strategy. Okay. I have to say this thing is great at blocking their magic attack. At this point, I'm just going to rush him and find him in the narrow passage. Oh, get back to the fire. Are you shitting me? Oh my god. You know, yeah, glosses over things, and yeah, the whole backstabbing Allant thing and making me, and actually having me put a level into luck were not good calls. When it comes to the boss fights, it generally knows what it talks about. So when it says stay away from the narrow passage and stay near the fire, we should do that. Oh shit. Gotcha. Oh, what are you doing? Are you me? That damn narrow passage. Once again, this thing is so great at blocking magic. Okay. One down, one to go. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Will you just land and stop being a coward? And you're dead. Alright, 3-3. From the 3-3 Archstone, walk into the tower in front of you and go up the spiral staircase. You encounter a few Celebrity Vernon and 2 black Phantom Octopus men along the way. Second one. Both of us dealing with hitboxes here. Fortunately, his attack is technically bigger than mine. The old monk doesn't fight you at all. Instead, he summons a black phantom as his avatar. In offline mode, your enemy is a black phantom wearing a pair of claws. He also casts Homing Soul Arrow, which causes yellow lights to appear around him. These lights shoot at the player, dealing magical damage. When this black phantom's HP is low, more Homing Soul Arrows appear. You need to learn to dodge Homing Soul Arrows in order to win this fight. Be careful when trying to use healing items during this fight. Your opponent can easily interrupt your actions. Use the dodge roll to get away from the deadly Homing Soul Arrows. Okay. I'm starting to get your pattern. And then you back off, and then I hit you with this. Okay. Oh, be careful about healing. Although, I mean, that's on you, honestly. Yeah. Thanks for the buff. Doesn't he count as an archdemon? No. He doesn't count as an archdemon, does he? Oh my god, he does. That's insane. So is that World 3? Yeah, that's World 3 done. Go outside and walk along the cliff until you reach a cave. This time you encounter shadow men that shoot laser beams at you. Without a dark silver shield, you are likely to take some damage from the shadow men, even if you block the laser beams. Okay, there are skeletons that the guy did not mention here. Okay. I was told shadow men, not skeletons. Jesus Christ. Past the cave, enter the fog, and you will meet the major demon, Old Hero. Okay, I'm pretty sure this might be the boss fight. Old Hero. Old Hero is strong and deadly, but also blind as a bat. If you put on a thief's ring and walk slowly, he can't detect your presence at all. You can attack him with ranged attacks or spells without putting yourself in much danger. Just get out of his way when he's nearby and you should be fine. You. Now he's about to be angry. We're just gonna hide here with a thief's ring on and not be noticed. Right? Blind as a bat. We're safe. Blind as a bat. Okay, so I'm trying to think here. There was the Red Flying Dragon, Tower Knight, the Armored Spider, the Vanguard. If we wanted to count Penetrator, we could. And now there's Old Hero. I think, yeah. So there's been 6 bosses so far, in which our instructions are. Oh, and the Blue Flying Dragon. So 7. There's been 7 bosses where essentially, our strategies have been set in a area where they pretty much cannot injure you or kill you, and shoot them at range. Shh! I'm hunting bosses. That was a dignified fight. From both of us. From the 4-3 Archstone, go outside, you'll immediately meet the Archdemon Storm King, accompanied by a horde of baby stingrays. And then it has the characters, and it has the stats for baby stingray, which is the first time it has acknowledged that there are fucking stingrays flying around in this level. Alright, Storm King only has less than 1200 HP, alright. The Storm King will move out of sight temporarily and let the baby stingrays attack you. If you look around, you will find something shining at the stone edge. That's the special weapon Storm Ruler. This weapon can be used to slash at enemies in the sky, so it's very useful against the baby stingrays. The price of using it is that you may frighten off the 2 crystal lizards located in this area. An alternative tactic is to take cover in the broken hut and using arrows to take down the baby stingrays. The wall of the hut will block the projectiles from the baby stingrays. Once a sufficient number of them are defeated, the Storm King reappears. Storm King is a very huge target, so hitting him should not be a problem. Attack the Storm King with arrows or the Storm Ruler until it is destroyed. Bet. No mention of magic? Okay. I was promised this would block you guys. Alright, at least I one-shot them. Just keep doing that until the Storm King shows up. You know what? Maybe we do go grab that sword. Alright, wait for the initial barrage of poison. How are you telling me that's not enough? How close do I have to get to this thing? Okay, finally. Alright, we'll get him the next cycle. That was a thing that occurred. World 5, baby. Poison swamp time, let's go. Right across the bridge are some plague rats. The filthy woman upstairs is selling her merchandise. If you go up further, you will return to the first fog. You can see a giant depraved one and the structure directly opposite you from the plague rat's error. Take care of the giant depraved one and go through the structure. Soon you will reach a fog that will bring you to a major demon, Leechmonger. Are you fucking... Are you... Okay. There definitely should have been way bigger mention of the rats being an issue. Alright. Here's my genius strategy for how we're going to deal with the rats. Foolproof, I tell you. Are you... What is that? Who are you? Just kill him. Okay. What the f are you and where did you come from? Oh, the filthy woman upstairs is selling her merchandise. Oh, I must have hit her with... Ooh, with God's wrath. Yep, sorry about that. Oh well. Leechmonger. What's going on with you, buddy? 2,047 health. Creature... Alright. The leeches will slow you down. This creature is covered with leeches and regenerates from time to time. At close range, it will throw leeches at you so that you become encumbered and unable to move around quickly. Leechmonger's attacks are slow, so you'll have plenty of time to get away. The easiest way of dealing with Leechmonger is to use a bow and shoot it from the top section where it is unable to attack you. If you can deal damage more quickly than it can heal, you can defeat it quickly. If you can't, you may want to focus on leveling and gearing up until you're able to do so. I have a +3 sticky bow. Heavy arrows, 57. Alright, so allegedly... Oh. Oh, yeah, I can do this. What's going on here? Alright. Alright, so that's 8 bosses, shot to death by projectiles from a safe distance where they couldn't touch us. Valley of Defilement, Stage 5-2. This stage is a poisonous swamp. Of course it is. Adjudicator's Shield, Blessed Weapons, and the Regenerator's Ring will allow you to recharge your HP constantly to compensate for the damage inevitably taken by poison here. No. Me. Oh my god. Okay. This'll be fun. Things not listed in the walkthrough that deal with poison are the Cure spell, which you can get by trading the Leechmonger soul, or the Ring of Poison Resistance, which I just have in my inventory, because I found it at some point. No. Okay. Okay. To say that's not what I was expecting is an understatement. We're almost there, right? Wait, this is it. This is it. I don't want to talk about it. That was horrible. Okay. So in this camp, there's a fog gate. Brings us to the Dirty Colossus. Now, the guide does not provide a map or direct directions. It just says it's somewhere in the camp. So we're just gonna have to trial and error or search for it. Oh, okay. I'm assuming this is it. Major Demon, Dirty Colossus. You can see the Dirty Colossus from a distance. Keep shooting arrows at him immediately. The Dirty Colossus will retaliate with deadly swarms that inflict plague on you. Deal with this by healing up constantly while keeping up an assault with your arrows. You can fight the Dirty Colossus at melee range if you want. This calls for getting behind him and attacking his back. Be sure to move away when he starts his area attack. The Colossus' soft intersection is covered with wooden planks, so you need to destroy it before you can damage it. Naturally, Dirty Colossus is weak against fire. Use this knowledge to your advantage. Any firebombs or turpentine you've been ditching with Stockpile Thomas may come in handy here. Okay. Let's go. Just immediately start letting loose. So far we've hit nothing. Oh, hold on, we've hit something. Let's get ready. Okay, I don't understand what just happened. Around behind? Around behind? Okay, you do that attack. Would have been nice to know. I did just get rid of Rat Ring. Alright. Whew. You know, a little worrying, but you know, all's well that ends well. Alright. From the 5-3 Archstone, walk forward and climb down the ladder. You find a fog that brings you immediately to the Archdemon Maiden Astrea. Alright, perfect. It's nearby. Oh, this is the one where you don't actually, like, you have to run her down and, like, ignore the guy or whatever. Strictly speaking, you aren't really fighting the maiden here. She just sits there and tells you her tragic story. The danger in this battle comes from her champion, Garl Vinland, who is a very powerful knight. Garl wields this heavy weapon with ease. His dark silver armor and shield make him totally immune to all spells and miracles. Bet. His heavy weapon can crush his opponents easily. You need to watch for him to lower his guard before you can launch your attack. You should strike right at the moment after he launches a powerful attack. He can also heal himself. An easier way to get through this. You can target Astrea using arrows and damage her directly. She will heal herself, so make sure you deal damage more quickly than she can heal.
Leave quietly.
Oh, hi, sorry, Lizard, you weren't mentioned. Will these guys leave me alone? Because they weren't mentioned, so if they don't leave me alone, I'm going to be a little pissed. Surely if these guys start attacking me when I attack the princess, the guy would have mentioned that they do so. Oh, there you are. Just gotta figure out my range here. Oh, okay, no, okay, so there was no mention of the guys who will start attacking me. Okay, that's nice. Alright. So, no mention that these guys would start attacking me. And yes, it's common sense, but as I come to the end of this, I feel the need to remind everyone, the whole point of this is I follow the guide and don't use my own knowledge of the game or common sense, which made no mention of them attacking me. Oh, is that him? Oh, bet.
Stop. Please stop.
Not personal, it's just what's in the guide. This is, you know, this is how most of the fights win. It only seems fair. Strategy. Once she is dead, stand still and load your current game. This is considered a new entry into the stage. You will find that Garl and left some loot behind for you. Collect the dark silver armor set here. Yep, quit out. Load the current game. Let's go. We can't even run, nor can I roll. Bet. When you've defeated every major demon and archdemon in the 5 worlds, the Nexus undergoes some changes. You can now proceed to an area below the Nexus. She will ask the Old One to come near so that you may proceed to its lair, enter it, and go through the fog to fight the demon that awaits below. There's a reason the guide has nothing about this guy.
Surely you have seen for yourself the pain, suffering that fills this world.
I feel it's only fair if we end this game far away from the demon, shooting it with an arrow.
You fool. Don't you understand? No one wishes to go on.
After defeating it, withdraw the black sword Solbrant from the ground. The Maiden in Black will proceed with her task. You are now given a choice. Either kill her or return to the surface. No matter which one you choose, the game will end here. If you return to the surface, you get Maiden in Black's Demon Soul, World Uniter's Trophy, and the good ending. You should finish the game at least twice in order to see both endings. Or yeah, we recommend getting the good ending first. Alright, so she gets to live. Supposed to be a sword? Hello. You live.
My thanks. At last.
What to say? I think the problem is I essentially was in a situation because both my weapons were kind of ass, which wasn't necessarily the guide's fault. The thing is, though, the only way to have obtained the weapons that the guide wanted me to the level would have essentially involved farming for like hours, and fuck that, especially since I was able to beat the game without doing that. But yeah. A lot of light on details in the guide. A lot of skipped over bits. Would have really preferred maps, would have really liked maps of the area. But you know, it got me through the game. What up? But listen. Sorry about that. That brings us to the end of the video. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Consider subscribing to the channel, where you can expect to see videos about Batman Arkham playthroughs, Witcher mods, strategy guides, and the occasional Nuzlocke and speedrunning video. If you're already subscribed, drop a like, it does help me out, and thanks for supporting the channel. See you until next time.